Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome back, and welcome to my channel. I am Lisa, and this is North Star Energy Healing. I hope you're all doing well today. And it is Monday, December 2nd, 2022. That's lots of twos, right? All right. This morning, as I was meditating, I wasn't planning on doing a reading or giving a message or what have you. I just finished all 12 signs for the December outlook, and I wasn't planning on doing anything. But as I sat down in my room, just connecting and meditating, I said, is there anything that you want me to do a message on? And I immediately heard stay vigilant. So I wrote it down and then I sat with it a little bit longer. Spirit, what is it? What do you want me to say? What are you trying to say? They said, pay attention, look for the signs. It's an emotional month. And they said, loved ones who say I'm fine may not be fine, whatever this means. So remember, this is a general message. This is a message that my guides are bringing through because someone needs to hear it, okay? So I sat with that, you know, and asked, they guided me towards three different decks. I did some shuffling. I like to make sure that I'm fully connected, that this is really what they want. And so from the Wisdom of the Oracle, this card, all three of these cards literally flew out of each deck as I was shuffling. I didn't even have to say much. The first card out is No Place Like Home. No Place Like Home. This is a number 50, which is a 5, which typically is change. The second card to come out was Movement. This is a 28, which is a 10, which is completing a cycle and starting a new one. And then this is from the Wisdom of the Oracle. This is from the Enchanted Map Oracle, both Colette Baron Reed. This is from the Gordon Smith Healing Spirits Oracle, and this one is number 11, powerful number. The message on this card is spirit, healers, and helpers are with you. Now, we all know that December can be a very emotional month for many, many reasons. For people that are celebrating holidays without a loved one that may have crossed during 2024. It also could be emotional because we're getting together with family, and for some people, that is not easy. Okay. For some of us, we have family members who don't agree with what we're doing, or we've had a falling out with, or it can be very emotional. Suicides are up around Christmas and New Year's. I don't know why that is. I feel like, well, I've always thought that people get suicidal because they feel alone during the holidays. My guides are saying, yes, yes. Mother Mary's like, yes, yes. So please, please, if you know somebody that is alone and you have room at your table in your house, somebody that you know doesn't normally get invited to a party or an event, just do it. Reach out, because this is going to be really important. They're saying stay vigilant and have your radar up, your antennas up for people who may be lonely. Okay? If you're in a cold climate, do you have neighbors that you could check on? Do you know that somebody's alone? They're giving me the strongest feeling about this. That there's no place like home for some of us because we are comfortable and safe and warm, and some people have no place that is like home. Wow, thank you, Spirit. All right, so let's delve into this a little bit more. No place like home. Authenticity, coming home to yourself, feeling at home, arriving at a place where you fit, and being comfortable in your own skin, right? Now, they're immediately giving me this message of you see somebody on the street or at an intersection or what have you, and they're asking for money, they're holding up a sign, and you want to give them money, and whoever you're with is like, don't do that. They're just going to go spend it on alcohol. Do we know that? No, we don't. Okay, so sometimes we have to do what we feel is right in our gut, regardless of what our friends, family, coworkers, or whoever thinks, right? If you are being pulled to do something, you just need to do it if it feels right for you, okay? Because there are a lot of people who don't have a place to call home right now. The economy, the housing costs, there are so many more homeless people right now. And sometimes, if you're cynical, people have a tendency to think, well, it's their fault. They can go get a job. There's plenty of jobs. Okay, think about how it is for a person who doesn't have a permanent home. They live in a shelter, maybe. They don't have much. They live in their car. Maybe they live on the street. How would you go to a job interview if those are your circumstances? Okay. We do not need to judge how somebody got there. And there is a very easy and simple thing that you can do to give, which is sending love and light to people that you see on the street. Because you know what? There, but for the grace of God, go I, right? That it could be any one of us, right? Anything could turn around. If something happened to my husband and he couldn't bring in the paycheck he brings in, I would literally lose my home. Okay? I would have to move in with somebody. I don't make enough money to maintain our home, our vehicle payment, and our other, bills that we have. And I'm just being completely raw and honest here. If something happened to me, he might be able to pull it off, but it would be really hard. So just remember that things could change at any moment for any one of us. Thank you, Spirit. I don't know why they're pressing that on. I forgot to say, I have this sitting here. This is my Essence of Christmas spray, Angelic Celestial Colors. It's a beautiful spray. I use it during December because it smells like Christmas, and I celebrate Christmas, and I like that smell. Now, I am sometimes confronted with conflicting feelings from other people that they don't have any empathy for people that are in other circumstances. And it's sometimes hard for me to purse my lips and not say anything because I really want to shake them and say, what are you talking about? I hope you're grateful for what you have, because there are many who don't have what you have. Okay, I'm not going to dwell on that. I could go on. I could do a whole 2-hour video on how I feel about people who judge others. And I'm not perfect. There are times when I have to catch myself, right? Because I work in the medical field. I'm a front desk coordinator for a physical therapy practice, and I see all types, all shapes, sizes, all income levels, all education levels. And there are sometimes when I catch myself thinking something about a person, but I'm lucky in the fact that I've been working for years and years and years on not doing that. So I can recognize it and say, wait a minute, cancel, clear, delete. What are you doing? Like, who do you think you are? Okay, so anyway, okay, let's move on. 28, speaking of moving on, movement. So 28, that is a 10, which is completing a cycle and starting a new cycle. You are in a time of positive forward motion, right? This is the time for positive momentum as you come out of a period of restriction. You're in a stage of new adventure and discovery. You may feel compelled to take a trip, change your hair, or move your home or business. Movement is also a state of mind. The fog lifts, and you now know the actions you need to take. This isn't the time for fear. Let go and move forward. So this also has to do with that, doing what you feel is the right thing to do. Because if somebody verbalizes to you that they think you're stupid for giving money to somebody or helping somebody, so what? Is that going to make you homeless? No, it certainly isn't, right? We just have to stand up we have to stand in the light. We have to be the light. We have to shine our light. We have to do our best, right? To be of service to our fellow man. I know this, I don't know how you're all going to take this. I really don't. This is what my guides want me to talk about, so I have to do it. Spirit healers and helpers are with you. 11. 11. You can see there's like a face right in the middle there, and all around is this swirling energy. Green is the energy of love and the heart chakra, okay? You are always connected to healing spirits, and no matter what is holding you down, they are there to help you get back up and get on with your life. Don't be afraid to use their power for yourself or to help others. Thank you, Spirit. They are telling you that the compassion they give doesn't just make the weak strong, it also makes the strong stronger. Especially when you know in your heart that your intentions are good and true. Feel spiritual healing power in you and around you and use it to its full capacity. Okay? This is definitely a wonderful message to get as far as I'm concerned. I like this message. I like the reminder. I have a gratitude journal, and some of you know that, and probably this is going to feel like a broken record and like I'm Charlie Brown's teacher, want, and you're not hearing, but I'm telling you right now, it makes a difference. When you can recognize the things that you are grateful for in your own life, it can really help you, excuse me, to see others in a different light, in a different way. Two of Swords. It's your choice of how you're going to do this. But remember the beginning, the message, stay vigilant, pay attention for the signs. This is going to be an emotional month, and for some it's going to be more emotional than others, right? Some of us are just decorating our house and putting up our tree and buying the Christmas gifts and doing all that. And there are other people who don't even know how they're going to give their kids a Christmas, right? So not that Christmas is the be all end all. Even dinner, a meal, tonight's dinner, anything. Right? So remember that. Remember that. Please remember that. Wow, another choice card. Okay, so we have the choice of how we treat our fellow man. We have the choice of how we treat our fellow man. And the spirit guides, your spirit guides, are here to help you navigate this month and get through it, right? Get through it. Okay, let me put these up and let's see. I just had so many things coming through as I was meditating on this. It was a little crazy. It was a little hard to keep up with. All of the visions and things that they were showing me about the circumstances for different people, right? Especially they're saying the message about somebody saying they're fine when they're not. We need to tune in to our gut and listen, right? We need to listen not with just our ears and our brains, but with our hearts and our guts and our souls, right? About what they're saying. Tune in, okay? All right, so regarding this, Two of Swords. Okay, this is definitely a choice, right? And she has blinders on. And sometimes we don't want to see that there are people that are less fortunate. Sometimes we don't want to be reminded of that, right? We don't want to be reminded of that. We don't want to deal with it, but we need to. We need to. People that are watching videos like mine, you are here for a reason, right? To spread the light, to send love and healing, to use your gifts, your spiritual gifts, and we all have them. Every one of us has the gift of compassion, kindness, a loving heart. We need to care for our fellow human beings and stop judging them. This has been a message all year, probably longer than that, but as long as I've been doing this, this has been coming in. Five of Swords, okay? Fives are changed. This is the second five in your reading because you had the 50, no place like home, and some people have no place like a home. Remember that, okay? So Five of Swords, this can be words, it can be disagreements, but this guy is taking what he can. He has one sword kind of at the ready, like this. They're saying this is truth. Okay, this is all the other words that he's gathering up, or the thoughts of other people, what they're saying. In this instance, my guides are saying, use your truth. Stop worrying about what other people are going to say if you choose to help someone. Okay, gosh, I don't, this is so strong, guys, so strong. And then you have the Lovers. This can be Gemini, but this is a choice card. This is choice. See how they're between two pillars? I don't know why they depicted the picture like this way back when they designed the tarot, but this is a choice, okay? So you have choice, choice. These are flanking the have your truth at the ready, right? Just take the other's words, put them away. He's putting them away, and do what you feel is right. Do what you feel is right, because you will have this small victory. This is you being celebrated for what you've done. These are all the people who appreciate what you've done, okay? I honestly, this, I feel like people are going to be rolling their eyes. This isn't me. This message is coming through me very strongly, okay? I have to admit, there's not a lot that I do during this season. I'm busy trying to figure out how I'm going to do what I need to do for, my family and those that I need to do for. And it hasn't been at the forefront of my mind. I Back in Tennessee, we tried to volunteer at the Salvation Army on Thanksgiving, and it was a huge disappointment. We volunteered and spent the whole day there, and there were a group of people that were there every year, and they pretty much ignored us. They weren't welcoming. They didn't tell us how we could help. It was very hard, and I haven't done it since then because it left a mark on me about, wow, so every time you try to volunteer a time, is this what's going to happen? There's going to be a cliquey group of people who already do it and they don't want anybody new coming in. It was very weird, very strange. Yes, I could try it again, and I should. Maybe this is a reminder to me. Spirit, I will take that under advisement and see if there's anywhere that I can volunteer this holiday season. Okay, and if I do, I will let you know. Okay, and then we have the Page of Swords. What did we say about messages, right? Signs. This Page of Swords is ancestor spirit guide messages with those two birds, right? This is another one sword, truth. When my guides have given me that whenever there's a card with one sword in it, there is an element of truth to it, right? So your spirit guides are trying to get a message to you. They want you to see the truth. They want you to speak the truth. They want you to be there for whoever it is that need, and it's going to be different for all of you. It could be your grandmother. It could be your child who's away at college. It could be your child is away at college and they have a friend who doesn't have any place to go for the holidays. Maybe invite them, tell them to come on over. Maybe you know a family that doesn't have as much as you do. Invite them in. It doesn't have to be even for the Christmas Day meal. You could just say, hey, let's ask these people to come celebrate with us on December 23rd. Or let's do a friends gathering or a neighborhood gathering. I don't know. They're giving me so many examples, I can't even articulate them. But there are ways that you can connect to people that you may know in your neighborhood, at work. What is there somebody at work who's away from their family or who's from another country, and even if they don't celebrate Christmas or New Year's or Hanukkah or whatever it may be, you can still, they're showing me a person who is reaching out, and it looks just like angel wings enveloping that person who is lonely. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. And then we have the Fool. This is a whole new journey, a whole new way of seeing things, I'm hearing. And it's like you don't know how much you will feel, how much better you will feel for volunteering, for doing something good for someone else. And maybe you already do. And maybe you can convince somebody else that they can also do this kind of thing, right? Maybe you can convince somebody else. There we have another two. I don't know. They just told me to pick up the deck. That's a Two of Cups. That's partnership. Twos are choice and balance. So you have the Two of Swords, the Two of Cups, the two pillars, right? They're just really saying this is a choice. There is always something you can do. There are, um, maybe at your workplace they have a giving tree, right? I know that there's something, I think it's called the angel something, where you buy gifts for a prisoner's children. It's not the children's fault that their parent may be in prison, right? So there are ways to do it, and I have to look for those. I used to work at bigger organizations. Where I work now is just myself and one physical therapist. We don't, the organization is large, but it's out of Michigan. So there's not a lot of things, going on in my office. But now I feel like, okay, I need to go find, what can I do? What can I do? I can do something. I can definitely do something. All right. They didn't want that. They just wanted to reiterate the choice. Okay. They wanted to reiterate the choice. All right. We're going to get a magical times oracle and an animal oracle, and this is going to be it. This is just, Spirit just wants you to be reminded to stay vigilant, because we have the opportunity to help someone feel better. And that in turn helps us feel better, right? Okay, well, I hope that you do give this video a like, a thumbs up, a share. Imagine if 1,000 people saw this video and were reminded that they should reach out and help, that they shouldn't forget, they shouldn't forget other people that are less fortunate. We shouldn't just stay so focused. Oh my gosh, action. My husband doesn't like to watch Christmas movies. I don't know why. He's not big on holidays. But we watched a Christmas movie. It was made in 2000, and it was Nicolas Cage and Téa Leoni, and it's called The Family Man. It's so good. It was so good. It was a good reminder about being grateful for what you have. I can tell you that right now. Action. Stop hesitating. Movement creates the magic. Nothing can hold you back. And this is reiterated. Remember this movement card? Movement can be a state of mind rather than a physical thing. No place like home. Spirit healers and helpers are with you. Take action. Look at Pegasus. Beautiful, right? Take action. Okay. And now we're going to get an animal oracle. This is not a long message, but when they give me a message, boy, I just get on it, because I know that when I get this feeling so strong that they have something to say, I don't want to disappoint them, because I volunteered to be a channel, right, for these guides. When I started doing this, when I started feeling it so strongly, I said, okay, I'll do it. And I was scared to do a YouTube channel. I was worried. I didn't know what was going to happen. Heron, patience. Have patience. Okay. Yeah, we need to have patience with people, because sometimes people get really needy around this time of year because they're lonely, okay? We don't want that. Oh, they just gave me a vision of like a nursing home. And a lot of times schools will go in and Christmas carol and do things like that. If you know how to, I don't know, make quilts, lap quilts, or anything like that, or if you have some, or if you can bring some, wouldn't that be a wonderful thing to do? Do you have a group that you belong to, like a book club, I don't know, a sewing circle, just a group of people that gets together? What could you do as a group? Imagine if you all got together and you did something, and then you delivered it to a nursing home or an assisted living place, or, something like that. I worked in a nursing home when I was first a CNA way back in 1981. And I saw so much loneliness there. People that were just put there and forgotten, never had a visitor. It was heartbreaking. It was very difficult. I worked there for a little over 2 years, and then I moved on to a different type of work. But I said to myself, oh my gosh, I'm never going to let myself be in a place like this, or anybody that I love. I would sooner go to go out of this body than to live in a place like that. Anyway, sorry. There are some that are great. I'm sure there are. There have probably been lots of rule changes and stuff like that since 1981, right? We're talking 40 years ago. And I'm sure there are better things available now. But what I saw and felt while I was there was really hard. So there are people that are forgotten, and we want to make a difference, right, guys and gals? Make a difference, please. If you already do something, put it in the comments. Let others know. Is there a creative way that you make a difference during any time of year? It doesn't have to be now. What do you do? What does your employer do? What? Give us some ideas. Tell us. We'd love to hear it. Okay, Heron, patience. Create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently toward your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards. You could meditate on what it is that you could do, right? Think about what it is that you could do. I mean, there's a lot. And maybe you haven't thought, maybe I haven't thought of it. I would love to see the comments. Tell me, what are some things that you all do to volunteer in your community? I would love to hear that. Okay, I hope that this has rung some bells for all of you. And I am truly blessed by all of you watching my videos, helping my channel grow. I just can't tell you how much I appreciate it. I really, really do. I hope you have a fabulous day. I hope that you give us some ideas. I hope that you leave this video feeling good about the things that you already do. And for those of you who don't or have never thought of it, I hope that you leave this video thinking about finding somewhere where you can make a difference. Peace and kindness every single day. I am sending you all love.